exactly the few points I have also been suspecting. Granted, just Tasha, a possible thing to consider. That genetic quirk may be a connection, an ESP type connection to the magnetosphere, or just a particular ultrasonic frequency that Ingrid and Kay can pick up. Also likely a handful of people around the world. Which is why Max plays it at a rave. Easy way to find more suitable subjects. It's not a coincidence. Okay, now we're off into... holy crap. Alright guys, remember, intermittent interview is the gigantic splitting point here, so... holy crap, this is gonna be hectic. I'm gonna check the chat real quick. Okay. And, yeah, we're back to business. No. Okay, now we're back to business. And we've been going for about 47, 50 minutes. Stupid Mario Watch without its time. I should have really just looked at my computer's clock. I'm dumb. Redacted. Why is there a bag of sugar? This is from 1949. Oh dear God. Not cool, dudes. Not cool. I cannot read. Oh, yeah, I'm about to offend an entire culture of people. Let's go ahead. Carl Friedrich Peterson. Oh, fucking hell, I can't speak that language. Nani Aishido. But I can't speak that shit. Actually, my Japanese is incredibly rusty. As is my Spanish and my Russian. But, for some reason, I can't... when it comes to freaking Swedish, Danish, Norwegian, and things like that, I stumble upon my own tongue left and right. And the screwed up part is, that is my own descendants, see there. Ugh. Oh, well, I don't think it's much to do with the Nazis, but the guy makes a good point. Ooh, they're discussing Heisenberg. That guy makes a really good point, too. Odd for an American sugar company. Company to be advertising overseas, as well as placing a portion of sugar's chemical coating on their own package. I mean, sure. 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 Most first-year chem students know the formula for sugar. Hell, most high school students do. But it just strikes me as odd. The timing of this is also odd as well. It is after World War II. World War II, in the fall of the Third Reich. But I can't shake the thought of Nazis. A lot of Nazi involvement in the signal being present. Nazistern und du Kriegen. I did sound like I spoke German there for a second. And I don't speak that damn language, and that language barrier is holding me back on this one. Let's see if anybody else actually posted it. Superconductivity and quantum mechanical. Frederick Peterson. Thank you. Happy news. Removed from the post at Peterson Institute of Theoretical Physics. According to the sources of the department, have Mr. Peterson been forced to resign after acquisitions and collaborations of... Yep, the new Nazis were involved. God damn Nazis. Mr. Peterson leaving an institution that has rapidly been spoiled by the world leaders in disciplines such as nuclear physics and quantum physics. Okay, I appreciate the person for using Google. Granted, Google sucks at translating things. It drops all contexts. Physicists from all over Europe and even from around the world have applied to the department on grounds of Peterson-Hawk's reputation in the scientific community, in which the institution is considered to be the forefront of modern physics motion. Mr. Peterson, close ties and cooperation with Werner Heisenberg, has forced the Petersons to make a decision about the future of Mr. Peterson. You get a big like from me. God damn it. There. Thanks to the person who translated the document into English, I am now able to evaluate further. There's already much discussion about many of Heisenberg's experiments, though I have not seen many on his certainty principle. So he was considering Pearson. So I do not suspect this with Gustav. I think this is the Mr. Peterson. Mr. Peterson here was his father. Yes, I really don't have much other information on that. Oh, the Meissner effect. Adapted value of information. Alright. Oh, wow, this is split off. Alright, particle sensor.
From ejection to landing, scientists had to find a lot of new solutions to bring the Beagle 2 safely to the Martian surface. A heat-resistant shield will protect it as friction with the upper atmosphere slows it down. When its speed has fallen to about 1,600 kilometers per hour, parachutes will deploy to slow it further. Finally, large gas-filled airbags will inflate to protect it as it bounces. The selected landing site is called Isidis Planitia.
Scientifically, it's a very interesting place to go because it's a good environment where signs of life, if life ever did exist on Mars, may have been preserved. From an engineering point of view, it's also a safe place. It's fairly flat, not too many rocks, not too many pointed rocks, we hope, because we're using airbags for landing. It's a nice compromise between engineering and science.
Once the landing is accomplished, work begins for Beagle 2. First, its solar panels will unfold. They'll catch sunlight to charge the batteries, which will power the lander and its experiments throughout the mission. Next, a robotic arm, on which most of the instruments are located, will be deployed. 2 cameras will take panoramic views of the landing site, as well as close-ups of nearby soil and rocks as potential candidates for further analysis. When a suitable rock has been chosen, the arm will be rotated until a grinder is in position to grind away the weathered surface. A microscope and 2 spectrometers will then analyze the freshly exposed material. Samples will be drilled out of rocks and taken to the gas analysis package inside the shell of the lander. A mole will also be able to take samples 1 meter deep in the ground. As data is collected and images are taken, both will be transmitted to Earth. During each orbit, Mars Express will spend some time turned towards the planet for instrument observations, and some time turned towards Earth for communications with ground stations. The special UHF antenna will receive data from the Beagle 2 lander on the surface each time the spacecraft passes overhead, and then send them back to Earth. NASA orbiter can perform the same task when Mars Express is out of sight. At the Open University, the first signal sent by Beagle 2 from Mars will probably be the nicest Christmas present for Colin Pillinger and his team. It should also be a Christmas...
Okay. As destiny and opportunity. The American landers. Or as they state. God, I hope it's called Destiny. I can't remember. I know one's called Opportunity. Being able to use NASA's satellite, while their own is out of range. I suppose the signal could be coming from Mars. Though it would be highly suspect. And I do not suspect it would be causing the effects are leaning towards with Kathleen. I'm starting to suspect that the director's tossed in a few red herring videos in here as well. Suspecting that some of these videos are only to educate us, and don't actually contain much bearing upon the signal, aka red herring videos. So I could be wrong. It just seems off. He's got a good point. Okay. Alright, particle sensor away. Alright, cool. That did not open anything new, thankfully. Let's figure or this, or just a particular ultrasonic frequency that that Ingrid and Kay can pick up. Also likely a handful. Just Tasha, a possible thing to consider. That genetic quirk may be a connection, an ESP type connection to the magnetosphere. People around the world. Which is why Max plays it at a rave. Easy way to find more suitable subjects. It's not a coincidence. Okay. Exactly the few points I have also been suspecting.